And what's up there, YouTube? Stampede Valkyrie coming back at you again. Continuing my little series of light videos, being stuck at home and not really a whole lot to do. Here's another one for you. Here's another mini jet light bar. This is actually a halogen one. It's actually a model JM. I believe I'm going to have to take a look at the top. I can show you that here in a moment. The thing that's uncommon about this is the colored red dome. Picked this bar up last year, if my memory serves me correct, at the Spring Melt Fire Show. It was in a bin that was going to be trashed, or at least looked like a junk bin. What stood out was the red dome. Saved the red dome, as you can see. It's been polished up, cleaned up, pretty clean. The end cap is clear. I don't know if Federal ever made red end caps to match this, but it does have the red insert, and if I come around here you probably can see what I'm talking about. That's actually a clear end cap with a red insert. You'll also take note of the fact that there's only one retaining band on this light, not two. These little mini jets don't require two, it only requires one. This one only came with one, so I just figured I'd keep it with one. The point of that band, and which is this guy here, if I can get down here and point at it, is to keep this end cap snug to the rest of the dome and to keep water from sneaking in. The other thing that's actually kind of strange, which is kind of neat about these little mini jets, and it's the same thing on the mini or on the jet strobe I did previously, is that the center filter, or the filter on the middle there, is retained by this screw and this screw. So there's actually holes in the end cap, and it actually screws through, grabs the filter, and pulls it taut against the lens. It's actually kind of neat. But anyway, long story short, this guy's back up and running. Gave the insides a cleaning, gave it some lubrication. Let me see if we can see the inside of this. Is it gonna let me? It's pretty close. You might be able to dictate or make out a JM there. Maybe, maybe not. Let's see if I can get it in the non-frosted part. A little bit, maybe. Or not. Doesn't look like it wants to agree with me today, but it's actually a model JM. I believe it's a Series A, volts 12. You can kind of see it there. It's a little bit easier to see there. But enough of me going on about this. Let's take a look at it running and let's see what the deal is. So give me a second here. We'll power this guy up. And there we go. So yeah, it's just a halogen individual rotator jet sonic bar. Nothing too fancy one way or the other. It's just got a typical V mirror in the middle, and two, I'm going to call them slow independent jet rotators on each side. So, but the dome itself was the saving point of this. I think the dome came out very, very well. The end cap itself are actually kind of hard to find anymore for anybody doing these things. If you find mini jets, those end caps are actually kind of difficult to find. I had one, well, this is the original one. Just basically gave it a wet sanding, gave the whole thing a wet sanding. Came up, I think I started at like 1200 grit, went to 1500 grit. Then I came back at it with some buffing compound, then some plastics, and then sealed it with some wax. And this is what it comes out to. So I'm going to give you the 360 while it's lit up, and then I'm going to wrap it up. But there it is, YouTube. For those that are asking what I'm working on, I've got a couple other lights that I'm working on too right now. I just figured since this is here and I'm here, doesn't take much, just a little bit of elbow polish, I'll get this guy out. So that's it in a nutshell. Works pretty well, a little bit chatty, not as quiet as I'd like it to be, but at the same time, for what it is and the purpose it's serving, it's fine. So will this light keep the red dome? Time will tell. The dome's in pretty good shape, especially for a used dome, especially after cleaning it up. I might throw this on one of my other jet bars, just because, as most people know, color jet domes are pretty rare. So that's it, YouTube. This is Stampede Valkyrie signing off.